The 2025 USFPro racing season is coming fast. Hello everybody, I'm Chuck Gibson with another edition of Tracking Evagoras Papasavvas Racing here on a sports special presentation of Loveland Beacon Talks. Big news highlights a busy off-season for the talented young driver from Loveland as he signed with a new team and leveled up from USF 2000 to USFPro, moving one step closer to the Indy Next series. Evagoras joins me to share the story of his move to TJ Speed Motorsports and what it means for the coming season. Let's get right to Evagoras now. Well, welcome back, Evagoras. It is so good to be with you once again, to hear your voice here on Tracking Evagoras Papasavvas Racing. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing well, Evagoras. Thank you for asking. I know you're on the road, but a lot has happened since we last spoke on August 31st, and the Evagoras Papasavvas racing fans are eager to hear this quick podcast and a quick update on the exciting news for you in this off season and heading into the 2025 racing season. So I'll let you tell me what's going on.
Well, first thing is, and probably one of the biggest things that has happened so far in the racing season, is that I have made that we switched teams. We moved from J. Howard Driver Development to TJ Speed Motorsports, and not only just switching teams, but we also moved up a level to the USFPro 2000 level to continue my career and keep building and keep getting closer and closer to IndyCar. So that right now is probably the biggest change that's happened in recent times. And, like you said, right now we're on the road to TJ Speed Motorsports and HMD Motorsports to get some final preparations done to prepare for my next time in the car, which should be in the beginning of next week.
Wow, that is such exciting news, and I know that the exciting news of TJ Speed. I love this. TJ Speed inks Evagoras Papasavvas to a USFPro 2000 campaign in 2025. So that news dropped literally 1 week ago on November the 14th, as we speak right now on November, on Thursday, November 21st. Can you tell me, or what can you share with the listeners about the process and kind of what led up to that signing and wonderful announcement last Thursday?
Yeah, so before that announcement, really all it was just about money, just finding money to be able to compete in the Pro 2000 field next year, as Pro 2000 is quite a bit more expensive than USF 1000 to run a full series, a full season. So, once we found the money, we started looking at programs that would give us the best deal for what we were looking for, and TJ Speed was at the top of that. We know the mechanics and engineers from TJ Speed. I've known them as they have previously worked for J. Howard Driver Development when in my very beginning, when I started with that team way back in 2022. So I've known the engineers and mechanics from that team. So we already knew that we were going to have a good connection with TJ Speed. So it was really it was a pretty logical decision to make.
Wow. So, and I know personally, actually, you know what? And for the listeners, officially, you and I last spoke and aired a podcast discussion on August 31st. But I was fortunate to come over and visit with you while you were doing some of the work this past off season, and I can't say the date. I don't remember the date, but I know you were putting together, quite a campaign. Working toward more sponsorship and looking for those dollars to take that step up. So, congratulations on getting what you need and leveling up to that pro, the USFPro 2000 circuit for the 2025 season. And congratulations for the transition signing with the TJ Speed team, which I know, and you mentioned it just now, Evagoras, so maybe you can tell us a little bit about that connection. TJ Speed with the HMD Motorsports Indy NXT group. So what can you tell us about that relationship and that connection and what that means?
Yeah, so that connection, that announcement that they had that came out, literally I think it was like a few days or maybe even a day before my announcement with TJ Speed. It just, I'm really excited for that because TJ Speed is a great team. They're a very good team. And now to have the backing from HMD Motorsports as well, which is a very well established team in Indy Next. It gives me even more hope and gets me even more excited for what we can do next year in 2025. So that partnership that they're going to have. TJ Speed will be moving their facility to HMD, so they're going to be within HMD in Indianapolis, and I believe that they're going to be moving sometime in December. They're going to be moving to HMD. So really what that means for me as a driver is I will be able to be in closer contact with all of the staff and team members from HMD, from the Indy Next team, which gives me just more and more resources to perform at my best and the team to perform at its best. TJ Speed and we can use their technology that they use for their new next teams to benefit us. So I'm just really excited to work with an Indy Next team because not only does it mean for the technological connection, but also it's a connection for the next step up. For when I do get to Indy Next, I would already have a connection with HMD Motorsports.
Right. Well, and I was going to ask you that. So, thank you for leading right into. Obviously, that is, I think in your own words, going back to the announcement released by TJ Speed a week ago, as you said then, a direct line to Indy Next. And obviously, the first thing right out in front of you is the 2025 USFPro 2000 season. But before we touch on that real quick, Papasavvas, but all of a sudden we're on this last name basis. But Evagoras, before we go into a little bit on the 2025 season and what's coming up for you, as you're on the as you're literally on the road to Indy right now to do some things to prepare. But let's go back for a second. Obviously you had a great relationship and a great USF 2000 career, some tremendous successes in the USF 2000 program, under the guidance and as part of, and a leader with the Jay Howard driver development team. Certainly last year you were one of his leaders helping the younger drivers along as well. But, what do you say? I mean, it's what is that, kind of a little bit bittersweet? I mean, it's moving on and it's moving up, but at the same time, it's leaving a familiar place and a good experience, right?
Yeah, for sure, and especially being with Jay Howard for so long, since 2021. As you said, it definitely is a little bit bittersweet, but we definitely look at the. We move on from that and we look to what we have in front of us, which is the new exciting partnership that I have with TJ Speed and HMD Motorsports, and also moving up a level to USFPro 2000. I'll be driving the faster cars now, so I'm really excited for that.
Well, and obviously, and so, moving forward away from, what you're bringing to TJ Speed is, a pretty darn good season to move forward from. You had 2 wins last season. You're on the podium 8 times, not to mention a pair of pole position, pole position victories, I'll call it, to put you in that pole starting position for races in 2024. So 2 wins, 8 podiums, pole positions, a great season behind you. Nothing but, a great reason to expect success with the TJ Speed team. Tell me, right now, and we've hinted at this. So you're literally in the car, headed to. Now, are you going to Indianapolis to work on things this weekend, or where are you headed right now? I know you're headed toward Indy, at least Indiana, but are you going to actually Indianapolis Motor Speedway, or where will you be? The next couple days.
So it's actually just for the rest of the day today.
Okay.
I'll be going to Indianapolis to see HMD, to see the HMD crew, and to meet them and see their facility for the first time. So that's really exciting to see how an Indy Next team works up close and personal. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. And then we're also going to go to TJ Speed as well in Indianapolis to get some final preparations done as we prepare for my first test in the off season. So we're going to be doing things like making sure that my seat fit is correct, making sure that making sure that I'm comfortable in the car and I'm in a good position that I want to be when I'm driving the car.
Excellent. So this is all car and driver preparation with TJ Speed, and then kind of a little bit of meet and get to know the HMD guys as well.
Yep. Yeah. So it's going to be. I'm really excited to see how everyone operates and how that works out.
Yeah. Well, and hopefully, obviously the TJ Speed part of that today is most important, because what's next, if I've got this right, is right before Thanksgiving. You're going to, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I should ask you. So is it right? So next Tuesday and Wednesday, you're going to be in Birmingham, Alabama at the Barber Motorsports Park, actually testing in that USFPro 2000 car for the first time. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep. So I will be testing Tuesday and Wednesday with TJ Speed in the USFPro 2000 car. I have been to Barber before, but that was way back in 2021.
Wow.
So it's been a long time. So it's going to be going to a new track essentially, and it's going to be a new track, new car in the USFPro 2000, and then a new team as well. So it's going to be a lot of things to adjust to, but that's what I'm looking forward to the most is. Just adapting and all of that, and just seeing how everything comes together.
Yeah. Well, Evagoras, I have to admit, the first thing that came to my mind as you started to say that was, be careful.
Yeah.
But then the second thing was, now wait a minute. Again, like you said, it's been a while, but you have been on the track before there at Barber Motorsports Park. But so in your simulator, have you been able to get kind of simulate the Barber Motorsports Park, or is that one of the programs that you have been missing? What do you say on that?
Yeah, so I have been able to simulate Barber Motorsports Park with iRacing. That is my primary use. So yeah, I have been doing hundreds and thousands of laps around Barber Motorsports Park to just get ready, stay prepared, because I'm really excited to see what we got when we go to Barber. And, it will be my first time in the car since the last round at Portland International Raceway. And that was in a USF 2000. So it's going to take a little bit to get used to it again, get back into the groove of things. But definitely once we do, we're going to be hitting the ground running.
Well, hey, real quick, because obviously there are, as you said, the USFPro 2000 cars are faster. So how do you break down the differences, if you can, for us, the USF 2000 car to the USFPro 2000 car? What are the main differences that, in terms of how do you get the better speed? What's the difference in the car?
So the there are a few main differences between the USF 2000 and the USFPro 2000. However, both cars use the same tub. They use the same chassis, the same carbon fiber chassis. Both cars use the same. So, and the brakes are the same. Suspension is the same. Really, the biggest difference is the tires are wider in the USFPro 2000, so we have more mechanical grip. We have more contact patch from the tires, so we have more grip coming from the tires. And also, the wings are bigger, so we are producing more downforce in the USFPro 2000 car, which just furthers our grip and gives us more grip. But not only that, but we also have more horsepower as well. I think we have about 100 more horsepower than the USF 2000. So it really is a really quick car, and I'm really excited. I've only heard good things from driving the pro car. So yeah, I'm really excited. And recently, actually, they made an announcement to where for this next year, the series is bumping up the power for both USFPro 2000 and USF 2000. Wow. So we're going to have more power in the pro cars than they did last year. We're going to be going around, I think, 300 horsepower, a little bit less than 300 horsepower in the Pro 2000 car. An increase of about, like, I think they said somewhere around 10 horsepower in the top end and 40 horsepower in the bottom end. So, yeah, really excited for that as well, because that just means that we're going to be seeing even quicker lap times than we did last year.
Outstanding. Well, obviously it has been a busy off-season with a lot of great, exciting news for Evagoras Papasavvas Racing. And we are looking forward to hearing more from you after you wrap up that, the tests at Barber Motorsports Park next week. And again, the other side from that, Evagoras, what a wonderful opportunity. Great Thanksgiving. You're going to do the testing on the Tuesday and Wednesday, and then enjoy Thanksgiving holiday on Thursday with a great deal to be most thankful for, I'm quite sure.
Yeah, yes, for sure. I'm really excited for this next week coming up, and then also just for the rest of the off season to continue testing more and more to get prepared for a big and important and successful 2025 season with DJ Speed and HMD.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, thank you so much for taking the time to catch up with us here for another episode of Tracking Evagoras Papasavvas Racing. Evagoras, safe travels the rest of the way to Indianapolis. We were only talking 20 minutes, so I don't know how much further you got closer to your goal for today, but continue a safe journey there, and hopefully things go great for you. Finishing up those last details on the fit for the car, and the other thing, boy, how exciting is it to meet the HMD Motorsports people, and not only will you have their resources, but it sounds to me like you're going to have their eyes on you and a real chance to impress with whatever happens in the 2025 season. So we absolutely wish you the best going forward, and just safe travels for the rest of the day today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chuck.
All right. Thank you very much, Evagoras.
Of course, yeah, it's a pleasure.
Evagoras, thanks for joining us here for another edition of Tracking Evagoras Papasavvas Racing on this sports special Loveland Beacon Talks. We look forward to talking with you as you continue your drive to the USFPro 2025 Championship Racing season. For now, this is Chuck Gibson saying thanks for listening here on this sports special Loveland Beacon Talks, Tracking Evagoras Papasavvas Racing. This Loveland Beacon Talks sports special is a presentation of Loveland Beacon Digital Media and Gibson Communications, LLC.